Good morning. My name is Colin Warnes and I'm with ADCO Manufacturing. I'm the Director of Sales, Engineering, and Projects Management. Been with ADCO for 25 years and I've worked in a variety of departments: machine shop, assembly, manufacturing, marketing, engineering, and finally sales. It's a great company. I love it. ADCO's been in business since 1958. Our facility is located in Sanger, California, and we have 100,000 square foot under roof, and we currently employ about 160 employees. Today we're going to talk about how to bring your cartons to market faster with hand-load cartoners. ADCO offers a very diverse range of hand-load cartoning solutions, ranging from very simple entry-level hand-load machines all the way up to very special customized machines for very large cartons. So a lot of questions we get asked often are like, why hand load? Well, we've got a number of good reasons why hand load cartoning is still around today. You know, you've all heard of horizontal auto load cartons that feature a barrel cam to push the product into the carton. Why not just buy one of those? Why buy a hand load machine? Well, there are a number of answers to that question. First off, human hands are pretty amazing things. Certain products can be very challenging for a horizontal auto load machine to handle. I like to say they're dumb. They just push a product into the carton, and if everything's not perfect, or if everything is perfect, they'll go in fine. But if they're special, that machine's going to struggle to load that product in jam, whereas a human hand can easily manipulate that product and push it into the carton. Next up, hand-load cartoners are more affordable. Generally, they're a half to a third the cost of a fully automatic system, which it can be big if you're a small company or you're looking to minimize your investment because you're unsure your product is going to stand the test of the market. Next up, the hand-load cartoners have a much lower lead time than the auto-load machines. We build a lot of these machines as standard, so they're available with a very short lead time. Where in most cases we're waiting to get your samples and payment before we can ship. But oftentimes the standard machines are available with a 6 to 8, maybe a 10-week lead time, whereas the more custom custom auto load applications have a 20+ week lead time, sometimes 6 months. Next up, those horizontal cartoners, the hand loaders, have a very broad size range. As standard, they run 12-inch centers. They can run a 9-inch long carton by up to 4 inches wide to 12 inches deep. So it's very versatile, and then there are a number of options available that can extend the range of that machine, where we can run up to a 12-inch long carton, a 20-inch deep carton, or even a 6-inch wide carton. So there are lots of options available to extend that range. And then next up is ease of changeover. Machines like the 15D105 feature screw adjustments everywhere. We've got dual flight shafts on the flight chains, making these machines very simple and easy to adjust, which helps improve the consistency of your changeovers, but also the speed of your changeovers. So now we're going to do a little demonstration of the machine behind me here. This is the 15D105, and we'll show you a little bit about what we can do. So as standard, the 15D105 is equipped with a 48-inch horizontal carton magazine. This magazine is great because it helps reliably control the picking pressure for your cartons as opposed to a gravity magazine. Also, the magazine has a much greater capacity than our gravity magazines, letting you increase the time between loading the magazine. Next important feature of the 15D105 is the Orbital pre-break carton feeder. As you can see, we pick the cartons from the magazine, and then we pre-break them at the vacuum station prior to erecting them. These cartons are over a year old, and most rotary feeders would struggle to run these cartons, but as you can see, the Orbital is picking them no problem. The 15D105 features a 6-foot long hand load table, which can comfortably fit 2 operators, sometimes 3 if they're smaller. The machine can also be upgraded with an 8-foot load table if you need additional area. Safety is very important to ADCO. The hand load area on the 15D105 has a barrier guarding that can be opened up to access jams. Additionally, at the downstream end of the load table, the machine features a rotocam guard so that if an operator just touches the guard, the machine will stop instantly. This machine also features an upgraded Compact Logix PLC and PanelView Plus HMI. The standard machine comes with relay logic because frankly, it's not a very demanding machine. It doesn't need all those bells and whistles, but some of our customers like to have those features. Coming down to the closing area, the machine features a horizontal minor flap tucker, which is great for bag and box applications. Features a Nordson Pro Blue pressurized glue system. We can also offer this machine with tab lock tuck closing if you need to run those cartons. And then finally, this machine's been upgraded with our powered side discharge belts to make sure that the cartons transfer reliably onto your outfeed conveyor. The 15D105 as standard includes stainless steel construction. We also offer washdown construction for your food plant or wet environment needs. The guarding can even be upgraded from this Lexan to a perforated hex mesh guarding. Next up, I want to show you some interesting applications for our 15DZ hand load cartoner. It's our entry-level semi-automatic hand load cartoner. It features a very simple construction. It's basically designed to compete in the used machinery market. We found that we were losing a lot of sales to the used guys, so we wanted to come out with a brand new offering that enabled customers to buy new rather than used and get that new machine warranty and reliability that they're expecting from ADCO. So thank you, and let's enjoy these applications. For his first application, our customer asked us to run a small carton for playing cards. This application was very challenging in that we had to run a very narrow carton width of opening with small flaps and tab lock tuck closure. However, we were able to modify the 15DZ below its standard size range to successfully run these cartons. Next up, a paper company approached us looking for an affordable, compact cartoner to run their stacks of wax paper. We're able to modify the 15DZ VFD controls to pick 2 cartons at a time, skip one, and stop, allowing the operator to easily load the product into the cartons and efficiently seal the cartons without letting any glue be open. Next up, a meatball company asked us to run pre-glued sleeves, and we were able to run these successfully on the 15DZ, very much like a traditional carton, but we had to modify several of the guides to allow for proper transport and containment of the sleeves. This last video is an old one, but a customer also asked us to run a tapered tray and running sleeves with a 5th score. If you know anything about cartoners, this is a very challenging application. It's great. Next up is our 15D105. We saw the 15D105 here run in the background. Now we're going to see some unique applications running on the 15D105. Let's watch another video. The 15D105 can be equipped with an Orbital pre-break carton feeder, which is just fantastic for running a variety of cartons. This particular machine was set up with a very big size range to run single to multi-count garlic bread. This next machine ran up to single to 5-count pizzas into cartons, so it also had to run a very broad range of cartons. And you can see that coming here where the machine is equipped with an overhead squaring chain to run taller than standard cartons. This machine also featured an open flap detect reject system. This next application, the customer wanted to load loose yogurt cups into cartons, so we came up with the concept of putting them into the sleeve, which could then allow the cups to be inserted into the carton. This next application was cool, where the customer wanted to run a mix of pre-glued sleeves for sausage, but then also end-load cartons. So we built the machine to be converted to run both the pre-glued sleeves that you're seeing here, and then when they changed out the plows and guns, they could also run end-load cartons, which you see running here. This machine was pretty cool, very versatile, and has brought the customer a lot of flexibility to their packaging line.
all within a standard machine.
That's great. Next up is our Jet 60 hand load cartoner. That's the latest addition to our hand load cartoning range. The Jet is just as compact as the 15 DZ. However, it features a fully welded frame construction with screw adjustment. So it's kind of a hybrid between the 15 D105 and the 15 DZ. Also, the Jet can be adapted with an auto load system very easily in the field. The machine from scratch was designed to add that auto load cartoner. Let's watch some more Jet applications.
For this application, our customer is looking for a hand load cartoner that could be upgraded at a later date with auto load. For this application, they wanted to run a tab lock tuck carton with a header panel that we ran up and leading through the machine. Additionally, this machine was equipped with a open flap detect and reject system. Next up, we had a customer who's running an interesting hybrid carton, sort of an open-ended carton on one end, but glue on the other end to run their partially exposed vegetarian hamburger patty product.
Yeah, that's great. Now, some applications, customer just doesn't have the budget for a semi-automatic hand load machine. They're looking for something really down and dirty and compact to get in their plant. That's why we have the 15 HCS. It's basically a carton sealer. Let's watch some HCS applications.
The 15 HCS is perfect for low volume producers or customers who just can't afford to justify spending on automation until their carton and product have proven successful. 15 HCS offers safe, reliable gluing as well as the ability to deboss code the carton. This application, the customer had multiple manual packing lines that just did not suit automation. To solve their solution, we installed several 15 HCS cartoners to provide them safe, consistent gluing.
And then for your truly unique hand load applications, we have the 15EX. The 15EX is sort of our catch-all for weird, strange, oversized hand load applications. We're going to watch a really cool application for a 15EX designed to run oversized floor mats for cars. Let's watch that application now.
The 15EX demonstrates ADCO's ability to meet our unique customer demands. In this case, the customer requested a hand load cartoner that was capable of running their oversized floor mats. They also wanted the machine to erect and seal just one end of the carton so they could be packed downstream. In that mode, the machine ran very high rates, up to 20 cartons per minute.
And welcome back. So that is an exciting look at the range of ADCO's horizontal hand load cartoning applications. As you can see, we've dealt with a variety of applications, both small cartons all the way to extremely large cartons. Now I want to open up the floor to any questions that we've got today.
Yeah, hey Colin. So some questions that come to mind are, we have a pizza application that we would like to run a 12-inch or 14-inch carton length of opening.
Okay. So we got a customer that's asking about running a pizza application on the 15 D105. As standard, the machine has 12-inch centers and it can run a 9-inch length of opening. We can modify the machine with 15-inch centers, which lets us run a 12-inch pizza box. The machine as standard can already open up to 12 inches, so we have no problems running that 12 by 12 pizza box, anywhere from a single pizza all the way up to a 4-pizza carton. Any other questions?
Yeah, so the next question I have, Colin, is I see this machine is set up for glue. Do you also run tuck-style cartons or both?
Yeah, so that's a great thing. The 15 D105 can be equipped to run glue, which is the most common application. It's probably about 90% of applications. The other 10% of the time we get asked to run special closure, like tab lock tuck, we can do that. Some customers want to run a mix of tab lock tuck and glue. We can do that as well. And every once in a while, we'll get a customer that wants to run a gable top. That's a carton with like a pointed top. That requires special modifications, but we have equipped the 15 D105 to run gable top as well. Great question.
So So one last question before we run out of time. I know that you mentioned the jet model as a hand load option. What are the capabilities or options in case you want to move to an auto load partner later on down the road?
Yeah, so the great thing about the jet, like I mentioned earlier, is that it can be adapted to run an auto load system at a later date. The 15D105 can as well, but it's very challenging and very expensive to do so, whereas the jet we designed from the outset for the auto load section to just move right in, handful of bolts go into place, you add a few wires, joining the two so they've got the control, and then you chain it up and you drive. So that's it. We'd like to thank you for coming to our first Pack Expo Connects demo, where we're learning about how to get your cartons to market faster with ADCO's hand load cartoners. Thank you for joining us today, and please engage with our personnel in the chat. Thank you.